Hi everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to run through the zodiac signs tonight. Hello and welcome. We're going to start with Leo, then Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. All of this is posted over on the Key Facebook page. And let's just say a quick blessing and we'll get started, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. I am going to Palo Santo us real quick just because I just sat down here and I didn't do it yet. All right, there we go. All righty. This up for you, this up for me. All right. Okay, let's start with Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to use the vice versa tarot for Leos. See what we have for you guys. Ooh, we got the Two of Cups in the reverse, and I got the World that comes out on its side here, crossing this. Two of Cups in the reverse can be about a loss of love partnership or something like that. This can be not getting along with a friend. This World card, whenever it comes out on its side, this is somebody who's kind of contemplating a new beginning. They're saying, you know, maybe it's time to let this go. Maybe it's time to walk away from this. And we have the Ace of Wands. That's because somebody sees something new that they want to go after. Ace of Wands is, it's very sexually passionate, but it can also be very creative. It can be about creative path. It can be about you moving forward and into an area of your life that you feel a little bit more passionately about. I have the Magician on the bottom of the deck here. That's somebody who's looking off towards a different kind of future. They're manifesting a new future for themselves. And it kind of feels like they're ready. It's like a new pathway. Okay, and I got the Judgment card there. I love these cards. They're printed on two sides. Good. Okay. Oh, and the Sun card, that's your card. Very good. And I have the Five of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The problem with this situation is that no one's been on the same page for a while. This hasn't been like a real healthy team building situation. The Three of Pentacles should be about working together. It's the teamwork makes the dream work sort of situation, right? But when we're in the reverse, it hasn't been that way for a while. It hasn't felt like, I don't know, I'm hearing that you didn't feel like you really fit in there for a while or something like that. I've got this Sun card that comes out here that's crossing this World card and this Ace of Wands. And this is you, and it's in the upright position, and it feels like you making choices that are very authentic for yourself, especially with this Ace of Wands. And it feels like you're just kind of ready to go in a new direction in whatever way that is, whatever that means for you, Leo. Now let me get another deck to clarify. I'm going to use this Marielle Tarot to clarify. Okay, so this Two of Cups in the reverse, that was your first card out. And the first card's always the strongest card out, Leo. And it's the Two of Cups in the reverse can be about a dissolution of a love partnership or a soulmate relationship. This can just be falling out with someone that you've known for a long time. It can be about a partnership that's not working well. It just feels like no one's getting anything out of this relationship anymore. And it feels like you've kind of acknowledged that and you're kind of ready to move on with this World card. This is somebody who's ushering in the future with like happiness. This is someone that's excited about what the future holds for them. And they're saying, you know, it's okay. It's time for me to move on. All right. What is this Two of Cups, though? Ooh, Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. So Three of Swords, that's our breakup card. I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck. But when we have it in the reverse, this is someone who's already started to process this ending that feels like you've already started even the healing process from this. And it's just like, okay, well, what's done is done. And now it's time to move on. But it did hurt when it happened. And that's true. But now it just kind of feels like you've processed that and you're ready. I have the Moon card, which is the card of Cancer. We just ended that season, I think, last month, and this could have been something that happened last month. Also, this brought up a lot of underlying issues for you. This brought up a lot of these sort of things, parts of yourself that you had kind of buried in the past. This may have brought out some aspects of yourself that you didn't really like looking at, or maybe this was something in this other person that you saw over time. You were like, you know, I'm not liking what I'm seeing there, and I don't I don't want to spend any more time there. This is someone, I'm talking to someone who's very mature here, Leo. This would be someone who's had some kind of a realization about this situation, and now they're looking towards a healthier future. And I have the Eight of Wands, and I have the Eight of Swords. It feels like you may not have talked to this person in a while, and it feels like there may be a conversation that's coming up between you and this person that's going to help you heal, and it's going to help you move forward. I don't see like a reconciliation of any kind, but it feels like fast-moving communication that sets you free in a way. And I don't know if this is you finally stating, you know, I'm moving on from this situation, whatever it is, you kind of moved on a while ago. I just don't know if you've communicated that or not yet, Leo. But this is someone who's saying, you know, I'm just kind of ready to let it go, and I'm ready to be free. That's how that feels. Good, you. Very good job. Well, I'll tell you, this Ace of Wands is leading you directly to the Two of Wands. So you've got the number one, you got the number two that comes next. This is a great sign because the Two of Wands is somebody who can find partnership for themselves. Now, the Two of Wands is like someone who says, I have a lot to offer to another person, and now I'm ready. Now that you are free from this situation, it feels like you're free to seek a healthier partnership. And this Two of Wands is someone that you can grow with. This is great news for you, Leo. I like this a lot. And I have the Seven of Cups. So really, there is a little bit of stickiness with this Three of Pentacles that kind of comes in here towards the end of your spread. And this Seven of Cups is someone who's feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed. I feel like this is the other person on the other side of this situation. This is someone who feels like it almost feels like you're going to have to do some explaining to this person. You're going to have to explain to them why you're doing what you're doing, why you're feeling like you want to move in a different direction, why you want to do this. And this is very much to do with that shadow side. This may be you having to have tough conversations with another person that you really didn't want to have, and you having to kind of pony up with the, I guess, the emotional maturity to deal with this situation in the right way. Yeah. And I have the Eight of Cups. I have you ultimately walking away from this situation and you saying it's okay. I feel like I'm going to be okay. And I think you're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Everybody's going to be okay in this situation, Leo. And it feels like you're moving on towards something that is going to be a lot healthier. And you know what's so funny? I've never noticed this about this card before, but this little child here is taking the warmth of, it's kind of sick and twisted since you're a Leo, but it's like a lion skin coat. And a lion is a symbol of Leo. So it kind of just feels like you're ready to be much more authentic to yourself. And I didn't realize this Eight of Wands, there's also a lion in the background with the fire too. Huh? Look at you representing with this Leo card here with the sun too. All right, so really it just feels like you coming back towards yourself and you making the choice to be, to make choices for yourself this week. That's how it feels, Leo. I like it. Maybe it's your birthday. Maybe this is your birthday gift to yourself. You say, you know what? I'm ready. All right, that was your reading for the week. I will catch up with you guys next week. Thank you for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Aries. Let me just clear this deck real quick, Aries, and we will get started for you. Yep. I know I'm going to mix up a bunch of my cards tonight because there's just so many that I have that are similar sizes now. They just get mixed up. All right, Aries, we're going to start with this Tarot of Wonderland for you guys. Wow. Okay. So I have the Two of Swords in the reverse here. This is somebody who has been having a hard time making a decision about something. And this feels like you, Aries. This feels like a love reading right here because I have the Knight of Cups over here, which is somebody who's really trying hard to make a decision who they want to offer their heart to. Should I reach out to this person? Should I not reach out to this person? I have the Chariot in reverse, which is the card of Cancer. This is somebody who feels like they've failed in the past and now they feel like they can't move forward. And then we have the Ace of Cups crossing this, which means there's a lot of love potential here in a relationship that you're looking at. I don't know if this is you looking at this situation or this is somebody outside of you that's kind of hijacking your reading here. All of a sudden, I just got very hot, like my whole body just started sweating. I don't know. Hold on one second. I have the Page of Cups out here now. Yeah, this is somebody who wants to send somebody a message about a message of love, kindness, forgiveness, apology, friendship, something like that. Pages are messengers. They can also be children. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but don't get hung up on the zodiac signs, right? It's not about that, or the genders. And like I was saying, I don't know if this is your energy or if this is someone around you. With the Two of Swords, we have someone who's at a crossroads mentally. This is someone who's trying to decide, should I, shouldn't I, yes, no, stay, go, that kind of situation. And whenever we have it in the reverse, this is someone who's been in this position a little bit too long. They've been kind of debating this for so long that it's almost become an obsession for them. With this Knight of Cups, this is somebody who feels like they might be, they're just not sure. It comes out on its side, so they're like, I just don't know if this is the right decision. And the reason they're not sure is because we have this Chariot in the reverse. The Chariot should be full steam ahead, right, Aries? But this person, this person feels like there's like a concern about rejection here. Wow. This Ace of Cups right here can be about a brand new love relationship coming towards another person. And today in this specific spread, it feels like it is. This Page of Cups is someone who, again, wants to reach out and offer some kind of message of love, and it really does look like it's coming from a healthy place. But let's look a little bit further, Aries. I'm going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot to clarify for you guys. I get the, ooh, okay, good job. Look at you. So I have the Star card that pops up with the Emperor. The Emperor is the card of Aries. Good job. So the Star card is the card of Aquarius. So this is kind of an important relationship, or this is an important decision, something like that. The Star card is about divine blessings that belong to you. This would be someone who was meant to be on your soul path, whoever this person is that you want to reach out to, or whoever this person is that wants to reach out to you, Aries. This Emperor energy is, this is somebody who knows it's the right thing to do. This Emperor can be, again, it's your card. Good job showing up for you. And also it's the card of Divine Masculine, and it's a card of someone who is maybe a little bit older, a little bit wiser. Probably keyword would be mature. This one is someone who is ready to take the responsibility of a major love relationship in their life. What? I like it so much. All right, hold on. Let's get a little bit more. Oh my goodness. You know what I was saying about mixing up my cards? There was one from a different deck in this one here. That's where the Star card came from. That's why I was like, those sizes of cards is not right. I think it's going to be a thing tonight. And I have the Lovers card crossing that. What did I say? I feel like this is a love reading. I think it is, yeah. All right, so the Lovers card is a card of choice. The Lovers is the card of Gemini, and you've got a lot of major arcana on here as well as court cards. So this tells me, again, this is an important decision in love that you're making this week, Aries. The Lovers card is a card of choice. It's an all, are you all in or are you all out kind of card. If I choose this one person, then everybody else is wiped off the table and vice versa, right? That's the energy of the Lovers. And it also does signify a major love relationship coming towards you, especially when it goes right on top of that Ace of Cups. So I want to know what this, okay. I don't really like the way those came out. I'm going to put these back in, although it really just kind of feels like someone who, this feels like someone who has either been on your mind for a long time or you've been on their mind for a long time. It feels like somebody that maybe, again, you feel like you failed with in the past with that Chariot in the reverse. And this feels like someone that you may have, you know, kind of prayed about, prayed for, that sort of thing. Oh no. Okay. So I have the Page of Swords in the reverse. That's the card of online stalking, basically. The Page of Swords in the reverse for us in the world of modern day tarot, Aries, is somebody who's kind of watching from a distance. This person may be watching your pages, you may be watching their pages, or any kind of social media platforms. So now it's kind of the energy of digital stalking, cyber stalking, if you will. And with this Three of Pentacles that crosses it, this is the issue with this relationship was in the past, you guys didn't work well together. Something was off balance. There was some issue that was, the Three of Pentacles is all about creating balance and stability. And it's, again, I'll say it's teamwork makes the dream work, because Leo had this card a moment ago too. But whenever we have it in the reverse, this is something that's off balance. Think about a triangle on its top, right? It doesn't work that way. Yeah. And so in the past, you guys were not on the same page at all. Now it feels like, is it going to get better? Like, I don't understand. I have this, Page of Swords in the reverse, and I have the Page of Cups upright. So I know somebody wants to reach out, and I know that they've been watching for a long time, but what's new? I got the Page of Cups out again. That's way too many though. Hold on. I saw the Empress on the bottom of that too, so that's a match to this Emperor. All right. It's like, and I have the Six of Swords. Wow. This person may have moved. You may have physically moved locations, like physically moved house, something like that. That's what the problem was. Oh, maybe you were at a distance or something like that. Maybe this was a long distance kind of thing. Maybe that's why there was a problem. This person could have lived with someone else, something like that. They could have been in another relationship or situation. I have the Nine of Swords and the King of Wands, which is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Good job. This Nine of Swords, somebody has been through it. That's this person had a lot. This is either you or this other person. The reason why this was so off balance before is because this person, somebody in this dynamic, had to move out of their physical location, and it was really difficult. It was a really stressful, really difficult, challenging situation. But this is someone who made the choices that they made, and now they're ready to reach out. Now they're ready to talk about this. This is someone who's really matured emotionally. Good job, Aries. I kind of feel like this is you. But again, this could be somebody else that's hijacked your reading, who's got their eye on you, especially with that Page of Swords in the reverse right there. This is somebody, though, whoever I'm reading for, and this is why I say it's you, is because your card keeps coming up with this Emperor Aries card, and also this King of Wands energy. This would be somebody who is making choices that are good for them for the first time in a long time. This is somebody who's about to be really happy, and I'm happy for you, Aries. This looks like it's going to be a good week for you. I'm happy. All right. I will catch up with you guys soon. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Let's see here. That one went rogue. Let's do this. Hold on. All right. Let's use this vice versa tarot for Saggies. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, wow. Got a lot to say. Oh, we have a new passionate relationship or situation, some kind of creative endeavor that's coming towards you. I have the Knight of Pentacles. That's a great sign. And I have the Star in the reverse. Womp womp. That is that same, and I got the Star in the reverse that I just pulled out the top of that deck. Womp womp. Oh no. Let's look a little bit further. Okay, I got the Six of Pentacles, and I got the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so basically what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, is that you're starting some kind of new passionate relationship somewhere else. The Star card is the card of Aquarius. You very well may be dealing with an Aquarius. You may have Aquarius in your chart, but having it out here twice like that. It feels like you're starting a new relationship that's a lot more solid. It's a lot more stable for you than whatever this was in the past. And it feels like you're really turning your back on whatever this was, you know, whatever is behind you. And it feels like you're kind of focused on something else. You're not talking to someone. This Star card in the reverse 2 times. This is you letting go of old things that you had kind of attached to emotionally or mentally or physically, something that you thought was maybe for you. Maybe you thought that this person was the right person for you, and now all of a sudden you're like, nope, I see something different. And it's not like a shiny objects thing. It feels like it's with this Six of Pentacles, this was somebody that in the past, it feels like this person didn't value you, or they didn't recognize you for who you were in some way. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is someone who's very single, very independent, and it feels like you're starting something new. All right. Okay. I have the Chariot card here. This is the card of Cancer, but this is somebody who's like, it's kind of like full steam ahead, moving forward. Very good. This other, oh man. Darn it all. You got the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Now, here's the problem. Whoever this star in the reverse is, and I do feel like this is somebody outside of you, Sagittarius, they are upset. They feel like they can't move on. They feel like they are stuck. They feel kind of emotionally tied to you, but also they're still looking at the relationship as something that might be fixable. I feel like you've already moved on from this situation. With this Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, right? And this person has turned their back on whatever it was they were in the past. So has this person. This person wants something better. They want something more stable for themselves. They want something more authentic for themselves. And they are very, very, very independent. They're really just focused on making good choices for themselves, and they have a new opportunity or a new relationship coming towards them. This is you. Yeah. And so this is a kind of like a fiery, passionate new beginning. And I feel like there is some kind of loose ends or some unfinished business here with this, whoever embodies this star in the reverse. You were definitely meant to know this star in the reverse person, whoever this was. This person's kind of deeply affected by this loss. And they feel like they can't move on. And with the Five of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody who keeps looking back at everything that happened, and they're thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I hadn't said that. Oh no. I feel sorry for this person. Okay. All right, let me clarify with another deck. Let's use this Marielle Tarot since it wants to be used a lot this evening. Oop. Yep, I have the Moon. Oh, no. Yeah, I have the Moon card. This is somebody who kind of wants to spill their guts. They want to reach out to you. They're actually trying to, like, manifest you back into their lives. This is somebody who feels like you kind of belong to them. With the Three of Wands, I always think of that as the minor arcana of the Magician. And with this Moon card, this is someone who can be a little bit controlling. They can be someone who really struggles to let go of people, places, things, something like that. This person feels that, and it comes from what they would believe to be love, I think. And I think you're very much aware of this. This Three of Wands is somebody who they still are attached to you because they think they still believe that you are someone that's for them. And they might be right. And I mean, you guys might just be on a break or something like that with this Moon card. This feels like this happened probably last month. The Moon is the card of Cancer, but it also does feel like you've always had this feeling that this was not the right situation for you, that there was something off about this relationship, and that's kind of what pulled you away from this other person, place, or thing, right? Pick a noun, into this place of independence. Yes, but you've got someone who's still kind of clinging to your energy here. Oh, man. All right, this person's, I have the Ten of Swords. This was a very on-again, off-again relationship, and you might be in the off-again position right now. Oh, no. Changes are happening, though. We have the Four of Wands, though. That's that Twin Flame 1111 card. That's somebody who... I mean, man, that's a card of marriage. It's a card of stability. It's a card of putting down roots with someone else. And I have the Six of Swords again. This is somebody who feels like they really can't, and it's in the reverse on its side, same thing. This is somebody who feels like they can't move on without having a conversation of at least clarity. You're going to have to talk to this person again. You're welcome, Sagittarius. But this is someone who's it's not over and done with, but right now it feels like it is. That's what we have. Oh, wow. Sagittarius. What have you got going on over here? How do you feel about this situation? 10 of Cups. What? Oh, you love this person. You know you do. If this person came back and they said the right things to you, the right way, the right time, all that stuff, you would just fall to pieces. That's what that looks like right there. This could be somebody that you intended to marry. This person may have intended to marry you. I do think this is an on again, off again thing. I think this person's going to show up in your life again. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that, Sagittarius. That was your reading for this week. You guys. Yeah. We'll see how this goes next week. That's pretty much how that's going to go. Yeah. All right, next up we have Ophiuchus. Now, if you're an Ophiuchus, you will have been born between November 29th and December 17th, I believe. You're not fire or water or earth or air. You're actually ether. And this is somebody who's like got some extra psychic abilities, highly intuitive, somebody who has a really challenging life path. This would be somebody who experiences quite a bit of hardship, but they also experience a lot of blessings as well, and they have a lot of extra abilities, like spiritual abilities a lot of times. Ophiuchus, we're going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot for you guys. All right, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Strength card, and the Two of Swords. Good job. Okay, so this is somebody who's at a crossroads, right? And it feels like right now things haven't been going well. This could be at work, this could be at home, this could be in your love life. I don't know. Because with the Three of Pentacles, which we've had out for all of our fire signs up above, or at least we did for Leo and Aries, I think. But this Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. It's about working together. It's about being on the same page with people. It can be, it's very much related to your working environment. Whenever we have it in the reverse, we know we've had some kind of major fallout. We know things aren't going so well. We know that it's been a little chunky, like the energies there has been a little chunky. This Strength card is someone who's actually kind of being the bigger person right now. The Strength card is the card of Leo. And I have the Two of Wands. This is a card of partnership. This can be a card of seeking partnership. This is somebody who knows they have a lot to offer to a situation or another person. I feel like this person's letting things go in their workplace. Like they're just kind of trying to be the bigger person. That's what I'm hearing. And I have the King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So the thing about Ophiuchus, like while it's not any of the other elemental signs, I think that you kind of always align a little bit with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, just because you're right in the middle of the two. I'm more Sagittarius leaning, and I'm an Ophiuchus. So you may align with more of a Saggy vibe. So if that's true, then pop up and watch the Saggy reading. Or, you know, really, when we look at zodiac-based tarot, it's not really about your sign. I mean, we all have all of the signs in our charts, and some of us have placements that are heavier than others. I have a Cancer moon, and so like sometimes if I want to know about my love life, I'll pop on and I'll look at the Cancer reading or something like that, or sometimes I'll watch a Taurus reading or something, you know, just whatever. But in any case, this King of Wands is somebody who feels like they have to assert themselves, and they have to just kind of be themselves in this situation. And I think you're really smart, Ophiuchus. Again, you're highly intuitive, and you kind of see what's coming ahead of time. There's a lot of fire energy here. I have the Page of Wands out here. Very good. And I have the Ten of Swords. Woo. Okay, so here's the truth. Whatever this situation is where things have been kind of off balance, and you know, I was explaining the Three of Pentacles in the reverse just a few minutes ago, where it's kind of like the shape of a triangle, right? It's really stable whenever it's on its base and it's in the upright position, but whenever it's in the reverse, it can be really off balance. And you could be feeling this way right now, Ophiuchus. You could be feeling like everything in this aspect of your life, and this can be in a relationship again, or this can be in work or whatever, is a little off balance, and you're not really feeling like you're included or part of the team or something like that. And it kind of feels like you're being called upon to be the bigger person in this situation. And the thing about Ophiuchus is you are overlooked and underappreciated, and you are actually one of the things that keeps everything moving smoothly, but nobody notices or pays attention. Yeah. And it's because you don't need a lot of attention. You're very chill, and you're just really happy to kind of be on your own. Okay, because here we have some people who aren't working well together, and you actually could have a potential for a new partnership in the near future. I feel like I'm hearing the words headhunted, something like that. We have this energy of you just kind of being yourself, and you just trying to be your best in this situation. And kind of, again, I'm just hearing like bigger person. I also see these two lions here. This could be happening right now during Leo season. This Page of Wands can be a new opportunity in love or in business, but it's kind of inflammatory, and it changes the dynamic. And we have the Ten of Swords right here. The Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card for me. It's kind of an on-again, off-again relationship. It can be an emotional roller coaster ride of a relationship. Somebody may be reaching out to you, and this causes some kind of ending, a fast-moving ending in this relationship, or some aspect of your life where you now all of a sudden want to go in a different direction. I'm going to use this vice versa tarot to clarify. And I have the Strength card out here again. And this is somebody who feels like this is somebody who kind of feels like they have to face up to a bully in a way. But this is somebody who knows that they kind of have either luck on their side or honesty on their side, something like that. This, again, this feels like somebody who has to be the bigger person and allow someone else to kind of deal with their own demons. But it feels like you're kind of having to watch it from a distance. I don't know what that means for you. There's something very transformational that's happened over the last month for you. Could have something to do with that Lionsgate. I know that's kind of a lofty reading, but true. I have this King of Cups that's coming towards you as well. You actually, this is unrelated but to this situation, but you have new love coming towards you. You have somebody who's been watching you for a long time. You have somebody who wants to offer you their heart. They haven't told you that yet, but that's unrelated, but that's coming towards you this week too. And you also have this Four of Cups. I think that you're very cautious of making good choices for yourself this week, Ophiuchus. This is somebody who's really concerned that they don't throw things out that are very important to them. This is somebody who wants to keep one foot in one place while they're kind of moving on with another, something like that. I know that's kind of a strange dynamic. Hold on. And I have the Ten of Swords right there again. Again, the minor arcana of the Death card, right? This is somebody who recognizes that they may need to end something so that they can move on. This is somebody who may have a hard time leaving one situation, but it feels like you're getting a new opportunity. And it feels like in the opportunity, in the space you've already been in, you've kind of been having to be the boss, or you've been having to be the bigger person. I have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. This is like fast moving energy that gives you a new opportunity, but it kind of feels like it causes some drama. That's kind of how it feels. And it feels like the situation you're leaving, you've had to be the bigger person for a while. And then on an unrelated note, we have this King of Cups. I'm going to just slide that over there, and we'll talk about that in a minute, Ophiuchus. But this Five of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who doesn't want to cause a lot of drama, and they're tired of dealing with drama in their life. They're tired of dealing with other people's emotions, and it feels like you're headed towards something that's a little bit more stable for yourself, and it feels like this has kind of been an emotional roller coaster ride of a relationship. This could be in work, home, or your love life, okay? Now, over here to this King of Cups, I have the Knight of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands is highly sexually passionate. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This one right here with this King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You've got Leo on here twice. And a lot more fire energy with the King of Wands and the Page of Wands, let's be honest, and the Two of Wands. Oh, and the Knight of Wands fell out on top of the King of, the King of Cups. So yeah, that's important energy to know. Whatever's coming towards you is very sexually passionate, and also someone that I think you may be with for a while. And that feels like it's related. And I've got the Temperance card out here, which is the card of Sagittarius. However, look, we've got another lion on there too. So we have a lot of lions. We've got Leo like very much representing tonight. I like that. And we are in Leo season. These are things that are happening for us right now in this real time. Okay. So things to think about. And on the back side of this deck, we also have the lion represented. Very good. All right. So basically it looks like you have new love coming towards you, and it's going to be very, very passionate love, like very, very passionate, loving relationship that may be around for a while. You're kind of sliding all that over to the side though, because you're dealing with some kind of work drama where you've had to kind of be the bigger person for a while, and it almost feels like somebody else has been looking at you from a distance and wanting to offer you a new opportunity. I think you might take it. There's been kind of a lot of ups and downs and a lot of upheaval for you for a while in your current situation. You're kind of tired of dealing with the drama, and you're like looking at a new possibility and saying, hey, what would life be like without all of the drama? And I think it looks good. I think it looks healthy. It looks positive. I feel like our fire signs as well as Ophiuchus have got a lot of positive energy coming towards them. I have the Two of Cups also here that was on the top of this deck, and that's about a new love partnership coming towards you. You have just an awful lot going on this week, Ophiuchus, but it looks very, very good, and it looks like stuff that I think it's going to linger for a while. So we'll catch up with you guys next week. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Scorpio. We are going to use this Heaven and Earth Tarot for Scorpio, first of our water signs. Oh, no, no. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? Oh, wow. I have the Queen of Pentacles, or excuse me, no, I have the Nine of Pentacles that comes out on its side. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress. This is someone who is gaining wealth, they're gaining capital, but they're also possibly building a business for themselves. This is someone who's very single, they're very independent, and they're kind of tired of it. This is somebody who's tired of doing everything on their own. They're tired of always being the person who has to pay all the bills and do all the grocery shopping and do everything by themselves. With this Five of Pentacles in the reverse that comes out with that, this is somebody who may be struggling a little bit financially. This is somebody who feels like they just have an awful lot on their shoulders. This may be somebody who's not making the money that they should be making, or this is how they're feeling. They may be wanting to strike out on their own because they feel like they're not getting what it is that they need. And it's I have the Queen of Swords that comes out crossing this. So we've got a lot of We have a lot of healthy mental change here that's happening. This is somebody who really feels like they deserve more. Scorpio, you're very, very smart, you're very wise, and you're all of a sudden manifesting this Two of Cups, which is all about love. And this is the Heaven and Earth Tarot. My nose is itching all of a sudden now. This Heaven and Earth Tarot, they do title some of their artwork, and this one is titled Love. This is all about friendship, partnership, a loving relationship that's very copacetic, right? This is coming towards you. It feels like you've been single for a long time. You're tired of it. You feel like you haven't been receiving the support that you need in whatever way. That can be financially, that can be physically, that can be emotionally, whatever. And we have this Queen of Swords energy, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but this is somebody who's ready to make a change, and this is someone who's really ready to start communicating with other people. And I have the Four of Wands. That's that Twin Flame 1111 card. But this is somebody who may be ready to get married. This is somebody who's ready to put down roots with another person. This is somebody who feels like they're ready to grow with another person. I like that. I have the Page of Cups in the reverse. It feels like in the past this person has always had relationships that could never completely get off the ground because they were very immature. This person had relationships that were a struggle because of immaturity, and it may just be that you were young, or the people you were dealing with were young, or there was some emotional wounding or something like that. Who knows? But it was just kind of this energy of something that could never grow, and all of a sudden we've got this King of Pentacles here where we have you really focusing on stability and again creating wealth for yourself. And it feels like you want to pull somebody in who's kind of like-minded, somebody who wants to put down roots, maybe somebody who wants to buy a house, somebody who wants to invest in a business with you, someone who wants to grow with you. This can be in your love life, this can be in your work life. These are just energies, right? This does feel like it's kind of love based with this Four of Wands and this Two of Cups here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Again, energies are just energy. I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot to clarify. With this King of Pentacles energy, this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy that you're pulling in towards the end of this week. Scorpio, this is somebody who again is focusing on a calmer, more peaceful future for themselves. This is somebody who's a planner. This is somebody who wants to be that way. They want to be organized. They want their life to be stable. I have the Ten of Wands. This is somebody who has really put up with a lot of bullshit for a long time. This is somebody who's had to carry a weight that was excessive for a long time, and they haven't had any support. They haven't had any help. And this feels like you, and I think you're getting tired of it. I think you're tired of being alone. I think you're tired of doing other people's jobs for them. I think that you are tired of always being the one who has to carry the load as well as support yourself. And you're saying, like, wouldn't it be nice if there was somebody to walk this path with me? Like, you don't need something. It's not like a codependency. That's not what we're talking about. Because this Nine of Pentacles, it's the minor arcana of the Empress, right? And this is somebody who, it's not just about independence, but it's a lack of codependencies. This person, and I feel like this is you, Scorpio, you have really tried to set yourself up for the future so that you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about doing anything that so you don't have to rely on other people, and you've relied on yourself for a long time. But there's this part of you that says, wouldn't it be nice if I had a partner? And I feel like you're kind of pulling that in for yourself. That's way too many. Hold on. I have this Page of Swords right here. I feel like you're about to be contacted by someone, or you're about to contact someone. Hold on, because this kind of feels... Oh, I see. And now I have the King of Swords. Good, on top of that. Okay, so it kind of feels like with this Page of Swords, you may start online dating. In any case, and I feel that way with the Page of Swords upright. This is someone who starts communicating. And like I was saying earlier in one of the fire sign readings, we were talking about the Page of Swords, and in the Page of Swords in reverse can be about online stalking, cyber stalking, right? But the Page of Swords upright, this is somebody who wants to spread a message. They want to share part of themselves, and it usually is related to digital communication. Okay, because it's fast moving, and fast moving communication nowadays is digital, right? And this is somebody who's kind of looking off towards the future, but they're not entirely sure what's coming towards them. That's why I say you may be online dating in the near future, something like that. We have this King of Swords right here. This is somebody who kind of understands all of a sudden what it is that they want for the future. They're starting to make some choices for themselves that are really good. They're very, they're cutting pathways towards a brighter future. You could be making connections with work as well this week. I think you're going to stop waiting for things that don't work for you anymore. And I knew it, nailed it. This Hanged Man energy, it came out with the big grouping of cards that I insisted on putting back in. But this Hanged Man, this is somebody who's kind of turning their back on anything that they'd waited on in the past. This is somebody who says, you know what, I just don't care anymore. If this person wasn't for me, then they're not for me. I'm kind of over it. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to look out into a future and not waste my life, waste my time waiting on something else. Okay. Good. And I have the Seven of Swords here that comes out. And this is somebody who says, and typically the Seven of Swords gets a pretty bad rap, right? But really in this situation, this is somebody who's kind of sneaking off in the night, and they're saying, you know what, what's the difference? I'm just going to go ahead and do what it is that I want and kind of be focused on the future, because I know that I want this new partnership and I'm tired of being alone. I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm doing it though. That's kind of that energy. All right, that's you, Scorpio. That's too many. Hold on. I have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they've been released all of a sudden. This is somebody who all of a sudden forgives themselves or experiences like a calming of their system. It feels like they're able to move on from one thing and into something healthier. The Nine of Swords in the reverse. I don't know if you've had a lot of bad dreams in the recent past, Scorpio, but this is an energy of that ending for you. If you've just kind of felt imprisoned for a while with your own thoughts and kind of feeling like you haven't been able to move forward, perhaps because of a past relationship, and now all of a sudden you're saying, you know, I think maybe it's time for me to get back out there. And again, this can be in your love life or this can be in your work life, but it does kind of feel lovey-dovey there with that Two of Cups and that Four of Wands right in the middle there. It feels like you had to let go of a major relationship some time ago, and then you had to reassert your independence, and so you've been independent for quite some time, but now is a time when you really want to maybe start manifesting a positive partnership in your life, and it feels like that's coming towards you. All right, that was your reading for the week, Scorpio. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Cancer. All right, Cancer, I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams by Cyril Marchetti. All right, for Cancer, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Hermit card, and we have the Ace of Swords on its side. Darn it all. So the Five of Swords is somebody who has to deal with a bully, or they could be the bully. You know, this could be, and you'll really have to check yourself, Cancer, where you sit with this. The thing about tarot is they're just energies. And so you have to be really honest with yourself as to where you sit in this story, if it even resonates with you at all, or which character you play, if at any. The Five of Swords can be kind of a bullying, win at all costs kind of energy. This can be somebody who's like really trying to stick it to somebody, or just kind of this would be somebody who's been hurt in the past, and so they're always kind of looking to be the first person to lash out. And with this Hermit card on its side, it's a card of Virgo, but this is somebody who wishes that they've made different choices in the past, because now their choices are kind of starting to catch up with them a little bit. I have the Ace of Swords on its side. This is somebody who's contemplating sending a message to someone. This Hermit energy, I love Hermit energy. And I have a lot of people that complain about Hermit energy. They say, oh no, it's all about isolation and I hate that. And it's just alone time. But actually and truly, this is somebody who seeks a higher power. This is someone who takes themselves away from other people and they spend some time in prayer and meditation. This might be you this week, Cancer, really meditating on what it is that you want to say and asking for guidance as to how to say it. You may be kind of, I'm hearing the words embroiled, and I'm also hearing the words embittered. This would be like possibly in some kind of a battle, could be a legal battle. This could be argument between a couple, or this could be, I don't know. It just kind of feels combative. And I feel like there's somebody here who needs to communicate a fair amount this week. And you're really trying to stretch yourself to be a bigger person in this situation. I always say that if you are in the middle of a challenging situation, like with this Five of Swords, I said that's kind of a bullying energy. It can be, it's also like verbal bullying kind of energy. If you're in a situation like that, the healthiest thing that I think you can do, and this is just my opinion, is to settle down and pray. And ask for guidance and ask that someone else kind of direct your words. Ask that a higher power direct your words, because sometimes you don't know the right things to say and sometimes you don't know the right things to do. And so sometimes it's an opportunity to do that. It feels like somebody who needs to send a message this week and they're very contemplative about it. And I have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they've kind of stumbled into a spot of bad luck, as it were. The Wheel of Fortune can be delays whenever it's in the reverse. This can be delays in timing. This can feel like I'm kind of stepping into a big pile of karmic shit and like having to deal with the repercussions of it. This can be dealing with karma that you've possibly accrued over time. This can be... This can just be a time that's a little bit frustrating. Sometimes that happens, right? And I have the Seven of Swords out for you guys too. That's interesting. We just had that up for Ophiuchus a minute ago. This Seven of Swords is someone who's kind of struggling with a truth, struggling to tell the truth about a situation, struggling to be honest, somebody who may be struggling to like give something up. I have the Four of Wands in the reverse, and I have the Emperor here. So here's the situation. The Four of Wands in the reverse. The Four of Wands is that Twin Flame 1111 card, but it's also a card of marriage, right? It's a card of stability. This is somebody who has to recognize, okay, so we've run this off in the ditch. This is ended in some way. Somebody is going to have to be the bigger person here with this Emperor card that comes out here on its side. There's somebody here who has to take the reins. They have to be the boss. They have to be the broader shoulders. And so I don't know if that's you. I don't know if this is the other person in this situation. The Emperor can be highly controlling, and so do watch that in yourself this week. But because you're presenting with this Hermit energy early on, this tells me that we have somebody here who can be very, again, contemplative, but also someone who is okay with asking for help from a higher power. This can also be asking help from a mentor in some way. Could be a psychologist, could be a doctor, could be a lawyer, something like that with that Hermit energy. Someone who's a little bit more knowledgeable about a subject than you. And it's about submission, and it's about saying, you know, I don't know the right words to say. I don't know the right way to say it. I don't know what's right in this situation. I admit that I may not be the best person to know what's right in this situation. I could have a distorted perspective. And that is very, very mature of you, Cancer. That's what I mean about being the bigger person with this Emperor card. It takes a big person to admit that they don't have all of the answers. Yeah, that's really, really good. I think those are the most attractive people, are the people who can say, I don't know. All right, I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot to clarify for you guys, because you are badasses, and I can tell. Alrighty. What is this Five of Swords? Thank you. I have the Empress in the reverse. Now we've got a mama that's upset, and I have the Ten of Pentacles here. This could be relating to a home. This could be relating to money. This can be about stability. I have the Empress in the reverse. This is somebody who has honestly And I don't know if this is you or if this is the other person in this situation, but when we have the Empress in the reverse, we have somebody who's starting to become a kind of a control freak. I'm hearing the words hypochondriac, but with the Empress in the reverse, this can be somebody who they feel like they've had a lot taken away from them, and now they feel really off balance. And this Ten of Pentacles, this person could have had some finances removed from their life in some way, some kind of stability removed from them. They may have had to move homes recently, and they're having a hard time managing their emotions, managing the household, managing a team, something like that. The Empress in the reverse is somebody who also feels like they don't have the resources that they need in order to support an empire. Perhaps you have been in some kind of legal battle here where you haven't had any money or haven't had the money that you need to support whatever it is that you need to support, and we need to talk about that this week. That could be a situation. And I have the Seven of Swords again. The Seven of Swords. And I like it when you guys give me the repeat cards because that tells me that's an important energy for you. And look at how smart you are to be able to spread your energy from your house over to my living room or dining room or wherever we are. And to clarify these things for yourself. This tells me that you can make a lot of change in your life and also in the entire world, right? But this Seven of Swords, and I hate even showing this card on camera because it's so very grotesque, but this is somebody who now all of a sudden has to look at things from a different perspective. They have to swallow their words. They have to accept their own truth. And we don't want to be malicious about this, not at all, but we want to be compassionate about this situation, but we do have somebody that is facing a challenging truth this week, Cancer. Oh my. Hold on. This is somebody, I can always tell how cards come out. We have somebody here who's dealing with an awful lot. It kind of feels like major emotional upheaval. I'm just going to organize that for you. There we go. And I have the Emperor in reverse. We have two people here. They are in the same position. We have a real pair here. Neither one has been doing so well. And that's probably why we've had this kind of verbal altercation with this Five of Wands. Whenever we have an Emperor and an Empress not doing well together, then we're going to have arguing. Neither one of these people feels like they have the resources that they need. Now we're having arguments. Now we have to kind of seek a mentorship, seek a higher power to know what it is that we need to say, what is it that we need to say. I have the Two of Swords. We're kind of at a crossroads here. Either we're going to go one way or we're going to go another. There is like a major decision that has to be made this week, Cancer. It does feel like with that Seven of Swords out there twice that we have somebody here who has to start being honest, like very, very, very brutally honest, like truthfully honest about how they're feeling, about how they're doing, something like that. With that Wheel of Fortune, it feels like things haven't been going well. We have some kind of shakeup, some kind of instability that we need to acknowledge. With that Four of Wands right there, can be relating to a marriage, or this can be relating to a home with that Ten of Pentacles. And with this Emperor card out here twice, good job, you. This feels like somebody has to be the bigger person, right? I have the Five of Pentacles. Here's the thing. Somebody in this situation is going to have to give. And it's going to be difficult because people don't like to stretch themselves. But here we have tattooed on our lovely zombie princess's face, some give more. That's what I was saying about this Emperor out here twice. And you've got the Empress as well. You nuts, right? This is somebody who recognizes that they're going to have to be the bigger person again. And here's the thing. It's not about that. All of a sudden, this person, whoever I'm reading for, with that Hermit energy, this is somebody who recognizes It's not about who's right, who's wrong. It's about what is the right thing in this situation. With this Seven of Swords, there's somebody who has to admit some truths, and we have like some truth coming out. And we have some honesty and clarity and communication. There has been a lot of delays in the past because we've had people who haven't been expressing the whole truth and nothing but the truth for a while. That's over, that's ended, and now we're moving on into a healthier state. All right, Cancer, that was your reading. I'll catch up with you next week. That was kind of a lot for you this week, so I hope everything goes well. Next up, we have Pisces. Which card deck do we want to use? We're going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for you guys. All right, I have the Two of Swords out for you guys too. And I have the King of Swords. I'm putting these back in. Two of Swords, we're at a mental crossroads. King of Swords, somebody who wants to reach out and talk about something. They want to be very, very, very communicative about something. This is somebody who knows what they want to do all of a sudden. I have the Ten of Cups on its side. I have the Knight of Cups for you guys too. This is feeling kind of reminiscent of one of the fire sign readings, maybe Aries, maybe Sagittarius. This Knight of Cups energy is somebody who wants to come towards another person. This feels like very much a love reading. I have to be honest with you, Pisces. With this Knight of Cups, this is somebody who wants to bring some kind of offer of love, kindness, affection. And I have the Ten of Cups here. This can be relating to a marriage. And the thing about it is this Knight of Cups and this Ten of Cups are both coming out on their sides. Both of the Swords cards are coming out in the upright position. This person's been thinking about this for a long time, trying to decide which direction they want to go. Now all of a sudden they know this person's a total boss whenever it comes to working things out for themselves mentally. It's taken them some time to get on board emotionally. This person may be... I have the Knight of Cups and I have the Ten of Cups here. I have some kind of love offering either coming towards you or one that you're extending to another person. I'm hearing like time's up, like the timing is right. And I have the Ten of Cups here. This is like a very happy family, happy relationship. Ten of Cups can be about a blended family coming together. It can be about a marriage of some sort. I have the Three of Wands. This is something that you've prayed about, you've manifested. I have the Four of Swords. You've been in a separation from this person. You haven't been talking about this person. This is somebody who's you've known before. You've been waiting to, okay. This is, I don't know if this is you, Pisces, or if this is somebody else, because I have a lot of air sign energy and I also have a lot of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here too. Let me get one or two more out with this deck. Got the Star card. And I have the King of Wands. What? One more. Perfect. Ace of Swords. Oh, you guys are adorable. I love it. All right. So basically, we have somebody, so we have the Three of Wands right here, which is the minor arcana of the Magician for me, right? This is all about manifestation. We always call this like the Amazon Prime card, right? This is somebody who says, I sent ahead for it. How much longer is this going to take, right? And so this is somebody who knows that everything that they want is right around the corner. This is somebody who knows who the right person is for them, what the right situation is for them. This is somebody who just kind of has it figured out. We have somebody here who all of a sudden they want to reach out, they want to talk to somebody. I don't know if this is you, I don't know if this is the other person, but we have kind of like this happy family. We have like something coming together. It could be contracts coming together. This can be a love relationship. This is somebody who's been maybe, I get the impression, like, I don't know why, like there's a lot of like healthy love, sexually passionate, like destiny kind of heavy cards on here. So I don't know if you already know this person, and if you don't know this person, I don't know why you don't know this person. So I'm going to clarify with another deck in a minute, but I have this King of Wands, which is obviously one of the most sexually passionate cards in the deck. This is somebody who knows what they want and they happily go after it. And then we have this Star card here, which is, I always call it the Pandora's box. Like, you open it and it releases the good, the bad, and the ugly, but these are things that can't be taken away from you. They are simply belonging to you. This is the card of Aquarius. And this feels like something that you've kind of felt for a long time, maybe with another person, or you've just always kind of known it was out there for yourself. With this Four of Swords, though, I feel like you've been separated from this person for a while. That's why you haven't been talking. Why? Oh, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. This, because we have a message coming in this week, probably towards the end of the week. I'm thinking like Friday, Saturday kind of thing, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Kind of message coming in towards the end of this week. And I don't know if you're sending this message or if you're receiving this message, Pisces. With this Four of Swords, though, you've taken a break from this situation because of whatever reason. We're going to use this vice versa deck to clarify. No, we're not. We're going to use this Chicoli deck to clarify. Good. What? Because I have somebody here who's at a crossroads, and they've been at this crossroads for a while. I feel like, I don't know if it's you that needs to extend this offer of love, like, hi, how are you? Or if this is something that's coming towards you. Let's look. 10 of Wands, that's total obsession. And 6 of Pentacles, wow. It's equal on both sides, basically, is what that says. So with the Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups, and let's be real, this King of Swords as well. This is somebody who's thought really, really long and hard about whatever this situation is. And it feels like it's equal on both sides. There's some kind of relationship or partnership or pairing here that we're talking about, right? This feels very much love driven. And with this 6 of Pentacles and this 10 of Wands, this is like totally reciprocal and absolutely obsessive. I'm surprised we don't have the Devil card out here, which doesn't always have to be negative, but it just is like highly sexually passionate. There's somebody here who just can't stop thinking about somebody else, and they're thinking about them in a very loving way. They want to reach out to them. They want to talk to them. They want to, you haven't been talking in a while. Why do we have that with that 4 of Swords? 9 of Wands. Oh, boo. Okay, well, the 9 of Wands is somebody who's kind of been hurt in the past. We call it the Wounded Warrior card, right? So there's somebody who's just kind of been watching another person from a distance, specific to this Chicoli deck. We have somebody who's been like trying to blend in and not talk, just like trying to watch from a distance, right? During this time of separation. I don't know if this is you or if this is this other person. And all the time that this has been happening, we have this 3 of Wands here, which is somebody who's manifesting another person. I have the Ace of Wands. What did I say? Highly sexually passionate new beginning. This is pretty much the most sexually passionate card we have in the entire deck, other than the Devil or the King of Wands or the Knight of Wands, right? This is about a brand new beginning in a relationship. It feels like somebody's going to reach out to you, or you're going to reach out to somebody else. It feels like you know this person's the right person for you, and this person feels the same way about you. If you have been contemplating reaching out to a person, they feel the same way about you that you feel about them. It's completely reciprocal. And vice versa. So if you're a cross-watcher, just know that they feel the same way. I have the Justice card in the reverse. Okay. And I've always thought about the Justice card being a very similar energy to the 6 of Pentacles, because it's all about balance, it's all about fairness, it's all about reciprocity, it's about things being honest, truthful, and transparent. So with this Justice card, it's also the card of Libra, right? And that's coming right around the corner. Yes, it is. That's September, October time. I feel like well, on one hand, in the past, this person, they did not see things the way that they needed to see these things for this to get off the ground. And there's been a change. Because they've had to be honest with themselves about how they actually feel about you, or vice versa. And so there is that, but I see a major change happening probably in Libra season for you. Alrighty. Pisces, what is this Ace of Swords? We got the Hermit card. Wow. This person's really trying to do the right thing with this Hermit energy. It's the card of Virgo, but this is somebody who says, you know what, I'm going to pray about it a little bit longer. That's why we have them stalling and delaying until Libra season. That makes so much sense. But this Hermit energy is somebody who says, I've thought about it a lot. I've prayed about it. What did I say? This is somebody who's been praying about another person, manifesting this person back into their life. Can I fix this? Can we solve this? Can this get any better? This person's totally obsessed. You're completely obsessed with this person, Pisces, whatever this situation is. And again, these are just energies. This can be another person. This can be any aspect of your life, whatever this is. You feel very, very passionately about this, and so do they, especially with that 10 of Wands. Is there anything? You guys are so adorable. Let's look. Seriously. And I have the Knight of Swords. This person's like, oh, I don't want to talk yet. Oh, I don't know what to say yet. So this is somebody who's kind of working all of this out in their heads. Like, it kind of feels like they're kind of baby stepping it. This person has kind of, there's like gun shy is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that means. This person may want to marry you. This person, it feels good. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like a creepy obsessive thing. I mean, honestly, it feels like very reciprocal. So you should know that someone that you are super duper going to be into is kind of looking at you, and they're kind of feeling the same way about you. But I just really feel like whatever it is, they're kind of keeping you at a distance because they're not entirely sure what it is that they want to say yet. They've had a lot of mental clarity in the recent past with that King of Swords, and all of a sudden they're really trying to make a decision as to how they're going to reach out, what they're going to say. And I feel like they're really being good to pray about it before they say anything, and they're really trying hard to make the right decisions for themselves, and they're really trying to just kind of slow their roll and make sure they approach you the right way, because maybe they didn't in the past, and it feels like you haven't been talking in a while, but it feels like there's some kind of shift or some kind of change. All right, Pisces, I'll catch up with you guys next week. Next up, we have Aquarius, first of our air signs. I'm going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for you guys. All right, Aquarius, we have the 10 of Wands out for you guys too, which it really does indicate obsession, or can indicate exhaustion. This can be somebody who feels like they can't keep it up anymore. They can't keep up. I'm hearing pretenses, or also my arms just feel so tired for you all of a sudden. This is somebody who feels like they can't fake it anymore. Page of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. Someone's seeing something that they didn't want to see. Page of Cups in the reverse can be somebody who feels like they need to apologize, but they don't know how to say it. They can be completely obsessed. I have the Empress in the reverse. Oh, shoot. And I have the Seven of Swords. Okay. Well, okay. The Empress in the reverse, we've talked about it a couple of times tonight, and we've actually had this card come out a few times, so you are not alone, Aquarius. The Empress in the reverse can be somebody who feels like they've failed in a situation miserably. The Empress is the partner of the Emperor, right? This can be somebody who feels like, honestly, this could go a couple of different ways. Aquarius, you may have misjudged this person, and they may have misjudged you. And we could have a situation where we have someone who all of a sudden has to admit, man, I screwed something up here with somebody who was amazing, We have that situation, or we could have you being the person who's saying, you know what, I have really messed this up. I've driven this off into the ditch. Darn it all. All right, so you're going to, again, have to decide which energy relates to you. But with this Seven of Swords, this is somebody who's having a hard time swallowing their own truth, accepting some things about themselves, now dealing with what they have karmically accrued. And this could be you, this could be somebody else around you who's hijacked you. With this Ten of Wands, though, and you'll know how you fit into this situation. The Ten of Wands is someone who's kind of exhausted and they're a little bit obsessed about this situation. They don't know how to fix it and they feel like they can't keep on any longer. With this Page of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody who feels like they need to reach out and they need to talk to somebody. And they maybe feel like they need to be honest in a situation. And that's okay. Good. I like it. I have the Two of Pentacles and I have the Knight of Pentacles. So I have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse on its side. So this is somebody who feels like they're at an absolute standstill. Like we have somebody here who's, I'm seeing like Civil War battle and no one will take the first shot. That's basically what it looks like. I have the Two of Pentacles right here. This is somebody who all they say is, I just want to get back in the flow. I want things to be rebalanced. I want things to get better. I just want us to work together as a team. I just want things to flow again naturally. And I have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, but somebody here has to admit to themselves that they didn't give enough at the time. And now we have the Two of Cups right here, which is a soulmate dynamic, right? With the Two of Cups, this can be a friendship, this can be a love relationship, this can be a partnership. Whatever it was, these two individuals worked very, very well together at the time, but somebody wasn't giving enough or they weren't receiving enough. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is an energy of breadcrumbing. It can also be this energy of just like not reciprocal, not required kind of love. Somebody felt like very much not appreciated in this relationship or something. Somebody, and that goes right on top of that Empress in reverse. Again, what was I saying? Somebody that didn't recognize how wonderful you were when they had you, or you could have felt that way about another person. This is all just like, it really depends on where you sit. I have the Ten of Wands right here on the other side of this deck. This is the vice versa tarot. And with this Hanged Man energy and the Seven of Swords again, I love this vice versa tarot. It just like talks continually over here in the corner. But we have the Seven of Swords twice out here. This is somebody who has to recognize that they weren't always honest in this relationship, and they maybe were trying to take things that didn't belong to them, or maybe they, maybe they didn't give as much as they should have in a situation. That's at the very least the Seven of Wands, right? Or excuse me, Seven of Swords. And we have this Hanged Man energy. We have somebody here who's waited a while to reach out to another person. They've given someone some space. But we have the Ten of Wands here again, which is somebody who's a little bit obsessed. They can't deal with it any longer. They don't want to deal with it any longer. They just want things to get better. Now, we have somebody here who's also going to send a message. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. That's you. This is somebody who's going to send a message that makes a major change very quickly. The thing about Aquarius is you guys are probably the smartest, the most mentally intelligent of all of our signs, in my opinion. And you are so highly communicative. You can make such a major change with the things that you say so rapidly. And that is the energy of the Knight of Swords. This is somebody who comes in, they cut through any kind of bullshit, any kind of drama, any kind of stress. They just come in, they say how they feel, they communicate what they want to communicate, and then we all of a sudden are all on the same page. That's the energy of the Knight of Swords. They don't try to protect someone's feelings, they just try to be honest. And that's what we have here with the Ace of Swords right here, which we have somebody here who wants to clear the air. And I have the Three of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who's just not really sure how that's going to go. Okay, so this I feel like is you putting yourself out there in a way you haven't in a while. And we have the Six of Swords. This is somebody who says, you know what? Well, this can be a couple of things because I've got the Six of Cups here too. This is going to go one way or the other. I feel like somebody here is going to reach out to you, or you're going to reach out to them, and we're going to have a sudden decision that's made. This is an all in or all out situation. The Six of Cups is one of our soulmate cards. This is a past life love. This is somebody you've grown up with or someone you would intend to grow old with. It's a card of marriage. It's a card of love. And we have the Six of Swords here. We have somebody here who is either going to move on and they're going to relocate, or we have someone here who's going to commit to a soulmate relationship. This is where we're at here. Whoever I'm reading for, this is rather specific, okay? Aquarius, this is somebody who is kind of facing a crossroads here, and they're really facing a lot of their own karma this week within this relationship. We have a lot of obsessive thoughts here, where we have somebody who recognizes I'm in a position where I'm kind of all in or all out. It's very much the representation of the Lovers card for you, where we have and we have these sixes here. Sixes for me, 666 is a number that we have to recognize toxicities in our lives, and we have to identify them, we have to admit them, and then we have to kind of move away from them. And that's kind of the place that you're in right now. You're in a place where you're kind of at a crossroads, and you're saying, am I going to go this direction? Am I going to go that direction? Whatever direction I'm going to go in, I need to start communicating about it. This can be another person who feels this way. They want to communicate to you. You'll have to decide which role you play. But there's a lot of obsessive thought here. And it feels like you're clarifying a lot of things for yourself this week, Aquarius. And it feels like there's some major honesty that comes in here, as well as some honest communication between you and another person. All right, I will catch up with you guys soon. Oh, and by the way, I have the Tower card there on the bottom of the deck. This is something that, again, makes a major change really, really quickly. All right, thank you very much, Aquarius. Next up, we have Gemini. Gemini, let's use this Hush Tarot for you guys. And thank you guys so much for those of you who moderate and those of you who are present. I appreciate you so much. I love you all very much. Thanks for letting me read for you. All right, Gemini, you have got the Queen of Pentacles and you've got the Chariot card. You may have some kind of new contract coming towards you this week that allows you to move forward rapidly. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who has all of a sudden the ability to stay home and take care of their family, possibly. This could be someone who is very nurturing this week. This is somebody who's really trying hard to make sure everyone is taken care of, and it feels like you have a lot of energy. You could be going on a family vacation this week. You could be receiving contracts, things you've been waiting on, things that look good. And I have the Six of Pentacles right here. This is a really great week for you, actually, Gemini. I think you're going to have a good week. I have things that are kind of becoming more balanced. It feels like things are starting to become calmer. If you've been experiencing kind of an emotional roller coaster, or there's been a lot of stress in your life, it feels like things are going to start to calm down a little bit. I'm feeling like you're getting messages that are happy messages, things that change your life for the better, things that make your week better. And I have the Page of Swords, exactly. Yep. And I have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so actually, this Page of Swords, pages are messengers, right? And the Page of Swords is a messenger of messages. I'm sorry, my words are trying to come out too fast. But this is, again, receiving messages that you want to receive, things that feel good for you, things that bring more financial stability into your life and stability in general into your life. There are just like a lot of happy things that are happening for you. And when I say happy things, I mean things that aren't stressing you out this week, Gemini, right? Okay, so we're kind of getting off that roller coaster ride of stress and emotions, and we're kind of just getting back into the flow of things that are a little bit more peaceful. With this Eight of Cups right here, it allows you to move on from things that were keeping you stagnant and stuck. It goes right on top of this Chariot card. All of a sudden it feels like you're in the driver's seat and you're allowing yourself to take control in your life. Good. And now I have the High Priestess in the reverse. Okay, now I just said all of that, and I just noticed that this High Priestess comes out in the reverse to kind of knock everything over here to the side. This High Priestess is the card of Pisces. You may butt heads with somebody this week who is that zodiac sign, but this High Priestess in the reverse is somebody who wishes that they knew then what they know now. This is somebody who they ignored their gut instinct. So the truth of the matter is that you actually knew everything beforehand. This is somebody who is acknowledging that, honestly, it could be the energy of you having had worried about things, and now all of a sudden you're seeing that you don't need to worry about them anymore. I read something the other day that said that when you're worrying obsessively about a situation that hasn't happened yet, it's almost like putting yourself through it twice for no reason. And so maybe that's been you for a while, and maybe all of a sudden this week is the week that you kind of release that. It feels like you have messages of stability coming towards you with that Page of Swords. And you have messages of people who want to reach out to you and work with you. I have the Six of Wands that comes out here. There's some kind of victory and some kind of success that comes towards you this week as well. I feel like all you want to talk about, Gemini, this week is like the first 3 days. Like you're like, honestly, if I can just get through Wednesday, I'm going to be okay. Wednesday at 5 o'clock, if we can just like clock out, then I'm going to know it's going to be okay. You could be going on a family vacation where you're like, oh my gosh. And let's be real, family vacations are not like actually vacations. It's like really, really great typically, but how often are we able to actually relax? Because there's just an awful lot of extra. Totally worth it, right? But it's sometimes you're more tired from your vacation when you get home that maybe you're feeling right now, but there's some kind of major success that comes towards you this week, Gemini, where you have a lot of people appreciating you, where you have people who love you, support you, people who are admiring of you, something like that. Again, you could have new contracts coming towards you. Let's use this Heaven and Earth Tarot to clarify. Oh, cute. I have the Two of Cups that comes in here. You have a renewal of love in your love life. If you are in a partner relationship, you have things feel better, things feel more balanced. You have a partnership that's more functional this week. If you are single, you may have somebody approach you for a love, partnership, or friendship in some way. The Two of Cups is all about, it's a soulmate relationship for sure. Somebody that you're meant to know, somebody that you would want to know, and somebody that you would want to spend time with. Good. You're probably vibrating at a healthier frequency. We have the Five of Pentacles here. This is they title some of their artwork in this deck the Heaven and Earth Tarot, and this one is titled Strife. It really feels like you're kind of over that. You're kind of tired of it, and you're really wanting a rest. I'm seeing somebody that needs to take a nap, somebody that needs to go to bed early, somebody that needs to unpack a suitcase in some way. With the Strife, this Five of Pentacles, this could be somebody who's expended a lot of finances in the recent past. You may be feeling a little bit depleted, but never mind. You have a lot of, I'm just feeling like this real cocoon of love that's coming around you this week, Gemini. It feels like you have a lot of success and victory in business and also in your family, in your home life, something like that. There's a lot of forward movement that's being able to be pushed through this week, that you may have been feeling some stagnancies in your life for a while. We have some kind of reciprocal energy that's coming towards you, whether it's based in contracts or again in your home life. And I have the Fool card. We have a reset that's happening for you. Again, you may have recently gone on vacation, you may be home, we're starting school again, something like that. We have new messages coming through. We have just an awful lot of new energy. And Gemini, this is kind of a very vague reading. It feels like either I'm reading for a lot of people or I'm reading for someone whose life is just about to reset. And I see reset codes as like 123 or 456 or 345, something like that on the clock. You'll notice certain numbers if this is you. But with this Fool card, this is the number 0 card in a major deck of tarot. And this is somebody who knows that we're about to start some kind of brand new beginning. And it's feeling very healthy. It's feeling very positive. It's feeling like there's some kind of renewal. It feels like it's time to stop worrying about things. It's time to start trusting in a higher power. And also, I'm hearing like full steam ahead. We're headed like off to the races. So you really just need a few days of downtime to recuperate from whatever it is that you've been through. And then it's going to be like off again. And it's going to feel really healthy. It's going to feel really balanced. It's going to feel really good. I'm feeling like this cocoon. It feels like I'm being wrapped up in a down blanket all of a sudden. And it just feels so nice and warm and cozy. I think that's kind of the vibe for you this week, Gemini. I will catch up with you guys next week. Next up, we have Libra. I'm going to move to this Chicoli deck for Libra. Libra, I have the Tower card out for you guys on its side. This is somebody who's experienced some kind of major wake-up call, or they've had some kind of disturbing experience this week. This is the Tower card. It feels like it kind of comes out of nowhere. And whenever we have it on its side, this is somebody who says, yeah, okay, maybe I saw that coming. But in any case, it's kind of affecting your life. It's kind of seems to be your focus. You're trying to just focus on getting things done, and all the meanwhile knowing that there's this major thing that's happening in the back of your mind. It's kind of like, you know, like when you're trying to meditate, but you really can't meditate because you have too many worries or too many thoughts to even put them down for 15 minutes is kind of how you're feeling. I have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like very separated from another person. They feel like they can't help. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse, kind of the same sort of vibe. This is somebody who feels like, I don't really have anything to offer this situation. I feel helpless in this situation. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to change this. This is somebody who feels like it's out of their hands. It's out of their control. And I have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. All you can really do is wait and wait for news, wait to find out how things are going with this Seven of Pentacles. And this feels like it's external to you. I feel like you're trying to focus on keeping all these balls up in the air while everything else in your world or something is falling apart. Somebody else's world is falling apart, and there's not really much you can do about it. You're going to have to just let it go. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is somebody who has to just wait. And I have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse is somebody who can't commit to somebody. They're not sure what they should do. They're not really sure what the future looks like. Knight of Wands in the reverse can be somebody who's known for being fairly promiscuous or dodgy. But in this situation, this is somebody who just simply doesn't know what to do. All of a sudden, my left eye is itching like crazy. I don't know if I'm allergic to something that's going on around outside right now. But like, there's been lots of itching since I turned this camera on. But this Knight of Wands in the reverse is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This could be, you may be feeling like you failed someone, or you may be feeling like, again, there's just an energy of powerlessness here. I'm switching decks real quick because I want to know what this is about. I want to know what this situation is. I'm going to use this Marielle Tarot to clarify. There's kind of like this helpless feeling from you, and it feels very external to you. It feels like it's not about you. It feels like something that you're feeling badly about, or something that you want to help and you don't have a lot of ability to. I have the Moon in reverse. The Moon is the card of Cancer, but it is, there's like underlying issues. Again, it feels like it's out of your control. I just keep hearing the words, it's out of my control. Like the tide is out of your control. I have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, but this is somebody who feels like you may be a mother. You may be a mother to someone who's struggling right now. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who feels like they failed in a situation. They have let someone down. I'm sure you haven't, but you, Libra, you are such a good, kind person. You care so very deeply about other people that it kind of feels like this feels like a failure to you, like to yourself, and you feel like that something's happened here, and you may be having feelings of guilt, like I didn't do more when I could have, something like that. I'm sure it's not true, but that's just kind of like what I'm hearing here. I have the Death card in the reverse, and I have the Ten of Wands. We have someone here who's up against a very, very difficult battle, and again, this doesn't feel like it's your energy necessarily. It may be happening around you. With the Death card in the reverse, it's the card of Scorpio, but this is somebody who you may have been at a distance from for a while. It feels like there's been some kind of resurrection to your relationship with them, but something's happened in their life with this Ten of Wands where we have too much. It's like too much for any one person to handle. It's like this like high anxiety, like a very visceral feeling. We have like nervous system, kind of discordant feelings. Let's use this Chicoli deck to clarify. I have the Hierophant here. This is somebody that you would have made a major commitment to in the past, and I have the Five of Pentacles. Both of those are number fives, and then I have the Three of Pentacles here. This may have been somebody that you've worked with in the past. This could be a friendship. This could be a partnership. This would be somebody that you were at a distance from, someone that you're wishing that you were with, somebody you wish you could help. That's pretty much the gist of it, all right? Libra, this is somebody that you wish that you would help. You could help, but somehow it feels like you're at a distance from them and you're not able to. That's kind of the feeling. And it feels like you may have worked with this person in the past. This could have been a co-worker or something like that. This Hierophant card, this is the card of a priesthood. This is a card of marriage. This is a card of traditional values. Perhaps you were married to this person in the past. Perhaps you had a major commitment or relationship with this person in the past. It feels like something has happened in their life and you don't know what it is that you can do to help them. All right, how do we make this situation better? Because it's kind of a heavy feeling. I don't know what it's about. It's rather specific to a Libra out there that I don't know. And it feels like it's very much outside of them. And I have the Chariot in the reverse. This is somebody who can't move forward. This is somebody who can't go to somebody because of the pandemic. This is somebody who can't help somebody because they're restricted. This is somebody who can't get there because they don't have the time or the energy or the resources in some way. This is somebody who doesn't have, like, I'm seeing like shackles, like handcuffs on a person because they can't fix the situation and they feel like they are powerless and they have to watch someone that they love deal with something that's difficult. And with this Two of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who says, I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to give. I have no way to help. And this is honestly, I have to be honest with you, Libra. When you're in situations like this where you really don't have a ton of control, you recognize that and you understand all you can do is really pray about the situation or however it is that you deal with the situation. But it's kind of this feeling of surrender, which is difficult, right? And obviously you love this person very much. You would love to be there for them, and you have been there a lot for them in the past, but there's this energy of needing to surrender it and you knowing it and wanting to do the right thing for another person. But truly, this is about how wonderful of a person you are, Libra. This is a real indication that you're someone who cares deeply for other people. You have very deep relationships with other people. You have really deep commitments that you feel towards other people. And when you're committed to loving another person, you won't fail them. And so even if you can't get to them, even if you're at a distance from them when they're going through something major, all you can do is think about them and pray for them. And that is a really good I'm hearing shining example, and I'm seeing gold star on you for someone who is just very gifted at being yourself and very gifted at being good and kind to another person. You would be someone who is a very valuable friend to another person, and anyone who knew you would be very grateful to love you and have you in their lives. My goodness, I kind of want to cry, definitely want to cry, because I just think you have a lovely energy, Libra, whoever you are. I appreciate how much you love this other person, and I'm sorry that you're not able to help them in the way that you want to help them. But let's look at this situation next week, and we'll hopefully it will have gotten better or improved in some way. All right, that was rather specific. Next up, we have Capricorn, first of our earth signs. I'm going to use this Heaven and Earth Tarot. I have the Star in the reverse. This is somebody who has had to give up on something that they thought they wanted. And we have the Seven of Swords out for you guys too. The Seven of Swords has been kind of popular this evening. The Seven of Swords is somebody who has to admit that something they had said was not true, or something they'd felt wasn't true, something like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be your energy. This Star card is the card of Aquarius. That may resonate for you, and I don't know if this is about you or about somebody who's in your immediate environment, but we have the Justice card that comes out there on top of that. That's, again, the card of Libra, and we have the King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who wants to do the right thing by another person. I feel like we've had somebody hijack your reading, Capricorn, but this is somebody who wants to make the right choice. They want to do the right thing for you, for them. They want to be honest for the first time in a while. And we have this King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who hasn't been talking for a while because they haven't wanted to tell the truth about how they've been feeling or something like that. This person may have felt taken advantage of or something. Let's look a little bit further here. And I have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You may be dealing with financial hardship because of this relationship with this other person. We have the the Four of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who has thought about it long and hard enough, and they're ready to start talking now. Now let's look here with this Mega Tarot. How about that? What is this Seven of Swords business? Because I understand the Star card. This is somebody who has to let go of a dream, and sometimes that has to happen for us. We have to let go of another person, let go of another situation. I have the Seven of Pentacles here. You waited long and hard with this situation. Was it going to improve? Was it going to get any better? I have the Knight of Swords out here. You were very communicative about this, but you didn't give your whole heart to this situation with this Four of Pentacles. Now it feels like you're ready to start talking. You're ready to start just being really honest and open with this other person. Even if this relationship isn't going to go anywhere, you just want to tell the truth about how you've been feeling. You may have felt taken advantage of. You may have felt frustrated by this situation. You may have felt it was off balance or unfair, and you may want some justice in this situation. It feels like this is coming up for you soon, possibly during Libra season, because the Justice card is the card of Libra. Let's look a little bit further here. With this Knight of Swords, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. In the reverse, we have somebody here who hasn't been entirely honest, especially with that Seven of Swords. And we have this Magician energy. This is somebody who wanted to take action. They wanted to take they wanted this to go their way. They wanted to take control of this situation, right? They wanted it to go the way they wanted it to go. And perhaps this is your energy. Maybe it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, and now you're frustrated by that, and you've had to admit to yourself that, you know, maybe this just wasn't the right person for me. Maybe this just wasn't the right position for me, and maybe that's why I don't have it. And that was difficult. And now with this Four of Swords, which is kind of a separation energy. Oh no. I have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who couldn't commit to something. Maybe they didn't commit to you. Maybe you didn't commit to them. There's this energy of wanting to talk about it, kind of clear the air about it. I've got 2 Knights here. I've got the 8 of Wands in the reverse. You're saying maybe not yet. Maybe I'm not sure I'm ready to talk about it just yet. With this 8 of Wands in the reverse, this is someone you haven't communicated with in a long time. I have the 6 of Cups here. It can be a soulmate relationship. 6 of Cups would be a past life love relationship, somebody that you would grow up with, somebody you would choose to grow old with. This is somebody who's important to you, somebody you care a lot about, somebody that you love, somebody that you want to stay in contact with. And so you're saying, you know what, I just want to fix this situation. I want to make this better. I just want to heal this situation, even though we've been kind of separated. It feels like this is something you're coming to the conclusion of soon, within the next month or so. I have the 3 of Cups here. This is somebody who's considering a reconciliation with another person. Okay, now then, how's that going to go? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think it's going to change the situation terribly for you or for this other person. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So obviously that's you. Whenever we have that here as your last card, this is somebody who says, you know what, I give up on this situation. It's not for me. It's not, there's no fertility here. There's no growth here. I'm okay with letting it go, but I'm not happy about it. This is somebody who has to admit to themselves that something didn't go the way that you wanted it to, something that was out of your control, or this could be the other person in this relationship dynamic where they're saying this didn't go the way that I wanted it to, something like that. And that's okay. And you have to learn how to let it go. And I think that's what you're doing this week. I think it hasn't been that easy during this time of separation, though. It feels like you've learned an awful lot. All right, and it feels like you're ready to, not ready to start talking yet, but it feels like you will be probably during Libra season. You're still kind of in the process of addressing your own truth and also letting go of things that you thought were going to be part of your future forever, and kind of letting it go so that you can invite something new into your life. Good job. Next week, we will see where that heads. All right, thanks, Capricorn, for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Taurus. I'm going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for you guys. I have the Hermit card out for Taurus, and I have the 9 of Pentacles stuck to the bottom of it. So the Hermit card is the card of Virgo, and with this 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, underneath it, honestly, this Hermit energy is somebody who says, I need to get away. I need to get away from everybody. I don't want to deal with other people. I'm frustrated by the relationships in my life right now. I need some alone time, and I'm tired of people always watching me, always judging me, always looking at what I'm dealing with. With this 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who is recognizing some of the codependencies they've had in their lives, the codependent relationships. I have the world, I have the 6 of Swords. This is somebody who's ready to relocate. They're ready to move on. With this 4 of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who's ready to let go of a separation or a relationship, or they're ready to come out of separation. This is somebody who's ready to make a major change. This is somebody who's thought long and hard about it, and they've really prayed about this situation. They've really thought hard about it, all right? Okay, Taurus. This is somebody who's ready to move on. And I have the 5 of Pentacles right here. This is somebody who's recognizing financial loss. They recognize that they may have been struggling financially because they've attached themselves to something that doesn't really work for them. And so now they're ready to move on. Hold on, let me get a couple more out of this deck. And I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Now, we don't want to have to talk about this. This could be somebody who needs to end a contract early, and they don't want to talk about it. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who either they're afraid they're not going to say the right thing, or maybe they can be a little bit unkind with their words. They could have to sever ties in a way that is not so happy. This is, again, a real energy of being watched and being aware that you're being watched. And it feels like this little blip, it really does feel like it's very specific to this week for you, Taurus, where you feel like maybe a lot of judgment from other people. You notice there are people watching you here, feeling like somebody's watching you and really disliking that, feeling really uncomfortable with that. And it's kind of this energy of like, I don't think I'm getting anything out of this situation and I'm ready to move on, having to tell somebody the honest truth about that and having to move on physically. With this Eight of Cups, or excuse me, this Seven of Cups in the reverse, this could be a distorted situation where you have either somebody who's got, it's kind of like narcissistic traits, but really it could just be an energy of manipulation, something like that, something that you're having to really be honest with yourself about or having to look at in another person. And now we have somebody who says, you know what, this is not going to end me. I have a lot to offer to the world. I have a lot to offer to another partnership or another career. And it feels like other people know that, other people recognize that. It feels like you kind of got bogged down for a minute in your feelings, and now there's like this kind of real look out towards the future with some positivity this week. If you haven't been feeling that way, by Thursday, Friday, I think you're going to be feeling that way. I like that. I have the Hierophant here. There's going to be a new contract that's offered to you. The Hierophant card is the card of marriage. It's a card of stoicism. It's a card of traditional values. It is also the card of Taurus. Good job showing up for yourself. The Hierophant card indicates that you are ready to start making choices that are authentic to you and that make sense for you. All right, let us get out this vice versa tarot to clarify for you, though. I have the Knight of Cups. So we have a new offer of love coming towards you. And it almost feels like you're leaving a situation to focus on your love life, which I know sounds super weird. It sounds like the basis of like a sitcom or something like that. I'm leaving my job to focus on my love life. I don't think that's a thing. But it kind of is like, it kind of feels like that. This is somebody who puts everything on the back burner because they recognize that there's something that's more important for them. This is somebody who's like, I'm hearing like this drum beat, which sounds super weird and kind of hokey and bizarre, but this is somebody who's like all of a sudden like, you know what, I'm ready to focus on other things. I have the freedom to do so, and so therefore I'm going to. This is somebody who wants to move in a different direction. Again, this is somebody who feels like and understands they have a lot to offer to the world, and if this situation over here isn't working out well for them, there is something else or someone else that they will work well with, and there are contracts coming towards you. Other people see your value. Other people want to commit to you. I don't know what this is that you've been through recently where you're feeling a little bit judged by others with that Hermit energy. And oh, okay. We have a Death card here that comes out here, and we have the Two of Swords. We have you being at a real crossroads here, and it's really been difficult for you to make a decision about where you want to go. This could be about a relocation. This can be about a relationship. This can be about a career path. This can be about contracts that have been offered to you that you weren't really sure were on the up and up. But this Death card right here is the card of Scorpio. You may have more clarity during Scorpio season, but also we have major endings here. The Death card is it's a final ending, right? And we have to end one thing so that we can have space for a new thing to open up here. And it feels like you're in the process of doing that. This reading is a little bit unclear and it's a little bit chunky. And whenever we have unclear or kind of chunky readings, that tells me that you're in a space of transition. Transitions are the hardest time for anybody. It feels like you're making major choices as to what you want to do with your life, where you want to go, what you want your life to look like, who you want to be. And because of that, we have you possibly moving house, possibly moving occupations, and having to be very honest with other people in ways you haven't had to in the past. There are a lot of, again, changes that are happening within you and around you. And so we're going to check back in with you next week and see where this is headed. But all signs point to yes, all signs point to really good, and all signs are kind of pointing towards love for you. It feels like you're pulling in some kind of soulmate relationship relationship that you're kind of headed towards with that Knight of Cups energy. But right now you're still kind of having to focus on picking up, like just kind of tying up some loose ends. Does that make sense, Taurus? And we'll catch up with you guys next week and see where that's headed. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Last of the night, we have Virgo. Thank you guys all so much, especially those of you who moderate. Thank you for those of you who hang in with me till the end. I love you and appreciate you. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I will timestamp all of this and put the timestamps in the description box. If you want to contact me for a personal reading, all of my information is in the About section of that YouTube channel. And if you're contacting me via Facebook, I think all that information is somewhere around here, right below this screen here. Anyway, I love to read for you guys. I value every single one of you. I appreciate you all. And I appreciate the ability to communicate with you guys. Let's use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot for Virgo, our last of the night. Bless you all. What do we have for Virgo this week? I got the Ten of Swords, son of a bitch. All right, so the Ten of Swords, that's the minor arcana of the Death card, right? But this can be indicative of an on-again, off-again relationship or a situation in which you knew you should have probably let go of a while ago. Ten of Swords is somebody who knows they need to let go of something because it's just too painful. I always call it the Julius Caesar card, like one more stab in the back because 9 wasn't good enough. Let's just pull that Band-Aid off a little bit slower. Ten of Wands. We got 2 10s out there. I got the Ace of Pentacles, good, and I got the 4 of Wands. All right. I'm capping it at that, and I'm getting out another deck to clarify, because here's the thing. We got 2 10s here, which means 10s are cycles of completion, right? This says, I'm done with this so that I can move on to something else. We got to close this out. We got to let go of this energy, and these are the tough choices. These are the tough things we have to do. These 2 10s, this is too much for you emotionally. It's too much for you physically. It's too much for you mentally. Too much of anything is simply too much, you know? And so this roller coaster ride, it feels like somebody who's decided, like, I'm going to get off, I'm going to move on. And because of that, we have this Ace of Pentacles, which, if you know anything about me and you watched my readings in the past, you know this is one of my favorite cards to get in any reading, because it indicates an authentic choice, something that feels good for you, something that feels right for you, something that you want to invest in or take to the bank, right? Something that's going to yield a lot of profitability. And this, again, feels very authentic to you. All right. And then what's even better is we have the 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands can be a divinely guided soulmate partnership. It is that twin flame 1111 card, if that resonates with you at all. But also, this can be a card of marriage, stability, putting down roots somewhere where you feel like there's a lot of growth potential, partnerships coming together. So that's why I say enough, right? Yes. Okay, now let's get another deck and let's clarify, because I really like where this is headed. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland, because I see, yeah, the Ten of Swords hurts. It hurts a lot. Like I said, it's that one more stab in the back. Just when you thought it was dead, don't turn your back. There it is. It's been that way for a while. We're done with it. We're over it. We're sick of it, right? This Ten of Wands is somebody who says, I can't do it anymore. I can't push the boulder up the hill. I can't keep justifying this. I can't keep making excuses for this person. I can't keep doing it. And you say, and I'm done. And all of a sudden, it's like the shackles are removed from your wrists. You're no longer the genie in the lamp, and you get to move on, and you get to do something that's for you and only for you. Thank God. And I mean it. We have the High Priestess card and the Ten of Swords in the reverse again. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that this person or this situation doesn't continue to come back, because with this Ten of Swords out here twice, especially whenever it's in the reverse this second time out, and you know I love it when you give me the repeater, because that tells me that's an important energy for you. But whenever you are talking about this Ten of Swords, again, this is an on-again, off-again relationship, somebody or something that you allow into your life over and over and over again, and every time it hurts you and every time you have to let it go. And so I'm just cautioning you, that's here. right? But this is somebody who says, you know what, I think this is the time. I think this is the time that I let it go. And with this High Priestess energy right here, this is the card of Pisces, but this is somebody who says, I've always known it. I've just always been denying the red flags here. I don't know why I didn't pick up on it sooner. I'm sure you did pick up on it sooner. You probably just didn't want to deal with it, right? We all do that, right? The thing about the Ten of Swords, it's like very procrastinating energy. That's why we let it hang around as long as we do. We all do it at some point or another. No judgment. But this High Priestess energy, this is somebody who says, you know, I'm ready for something different. I see intuitively, I see something better for myself. This is someone who's highly psychically developed. This is somebody who may have a lot of psychic dreams. They just have a lot of insight and a lot of awareness. Probably because you've dealt with a lot of pain in your life, and it's there are a lot of empathic abilities that come with that High Priestess energy. So you've got 3 10s now. Now I've got the 9 of Swords out. Yeah, it's been a nightmare for sure. And you really denied those red flags within this situation. You just kind of brushed them under the rug, and now all of a sudden they've compounded. Now we're in a situation that we have to remove ourselves from. We have the Page of Swords here in the reverse. Ooh, this could be a message that you don't want to send. We're going to do it anyway, though. Okay? Yeah. It's pretty much how it's looking here. With this Page of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who has to talk to somebody. They don't want to send the message. They don't want to push the send button. The send button is basically going to send a message that's saying, you know, I'm done. I'm out. It's over for me. And that's kind of how it's looking with the Page of Swords in the reverse. All right? Yeah. Okay, that's all right, right? And with this Ace of Pentacles here, we have you focusing on yourself for the first time in a long time. And that's a good thing because you're inviting something new. And let's look just a little bit here. 5 of Pentacles. This is somebody who maybe one of the reasons why you haven't disassociated from this kind of negativity with this 10 of Swords twice and this 10 of Wands out here. Maybe for a long time you've been worried about yourself financially. Can I support myself on my own? Can I do it on my own? Can I move to this other company? Am I going to get the contract that I need? Whatever that looks like for you. This would be somebody who is a little bit worried about that. And that could be, but I feel like you're just like, who gives a shit? Like, I'm just throwing caution to the wind. I'm just going to go. I'm going to head off on my own. We're going to see where it takes me. I have the 2 of Pentacles. It's going to take you into a space of balance, and this is going to feel much healthier for you than whatever this was over here. All of a sudden, you're going to be in control of your own fate. You're going to be in the flow and maybe in business for yourself. Maybe, I'm not sure what, I don't know if this relates to your love life or your career life. I don't know how it fits in for you. Again, these are just energies, so take them as they resonate if they do at all. But this would be somebody who all of a sudden feels like they're in charge of their own destiny because they're doing what they want to do with that Ace of Pentacles, which looks good. It feels good. What is this? Dare I even? Yes, fantastic. I like this. Okay, now here's the thing. It may take a little while for this to kind of come to, oh, this looks so good. I'm so excited. It may take a few minutes or a little while for this to all kind of come to fruition with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, because this is somebody who kind of has to restart. They have to start out at an entry level all over again, but it's okay because it feels like it's the right choice for you. It feels like you're making a choice that's very authentic to yourself, something that you can grow into. Because here's the thing about the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is the only page in the entire deck of Tarot that works themselves up from being the Page to the Knight, to the Queen, to the King, to the Emperor. All the other pages, the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords, all stay pages. But the Page of Pentacles is so smart. They will put themselves through school. They will make the right choices. They will do it the right way so that they can propel themselves into the future that they want to see themselves in. Now, we have this Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who puts love on the back burner for a little while. I'm looking at a time period of about 6 weeks because I have you healing from something pretty major here. All right. A Virgo. I have to look at my list, like who are we on here? We're talking about Virgo here. And it feels like you're really being propelled into a major soulmate dynamic. Now, you don't see this coming because right now you're focusing on a cleanup here. You're focusing on ending one thing so that you can move into something that's better for you. You're focusing on rebuilding yourself. in the wings, just waiting over here. Once you achieve this state of balance, once you're back into this flow, once you're kind of managing your own life again and you've taken control back for yourself, that's when this happens. And it's when you least expect it. And guess what? It's going to feel so good. And when you see it, you're going to know it. This is one of those situations you lock eyes with somebody and all of a sudden you know who they are. All of a sudden you walk in the door and you say, honey, I'm home. This feels so right to me. This feels so good to me. This is pretty much the vibe that you're pulling in here. And this is an energy of stability. This can be a blended family coming together. This can be a marriage. This is a soulmate dynamic, something like that. This is something you would want to put your stamp of approval on. This Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. I think of it as the minor arcana of the Star card. This is somebody who has a lot of blessings coming towards them. You're saying, I don't believe you because this has been such a shit show for so long. I agree. But guess what? Things change and it feels like things are changing rapidly for you. It's really just cleaning out this this thing where we have the 3 10s in a row right here. Again, 10s are cycles of completion. You are cleaning it out. Things are getting better. All of a sudden, you're going to start trusting that gut instinct that you never have before. All of a sudden, your intuitive abilities are just like skyrocketing off the charts, okay, Virgo? All of a sudden, it just feels like there are a lot of major changes. Now, you're going to have to hit the send button on this message that you don't want to receive, this message that says, I think we're done, I think I'm through, I think I'm over this, I'm ready to you don't even go there. Just say, I think I'm through. I think we're done. I think I'm over this. And then you go manage yourself on your own here. Don't worry about the financial restrictions. Don't worry about letting this relationship go because something better is coming. Anytime you let go of someone or something that is not truly serving you, you create space in your life to receive something that is much better suited to you. And that's just the truth. Alrighty. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Thank you for those of you who were in it for the last haul. I appreciate you so much. Again, you're welcome to reach out to me at any time for a personal reading. All that information is around here somewhere. And if you're watching it later on YouTube, that's in the About section of our channel. I will catch up with you guys soon. Much love.